investor. Well, what would you do if you received $20,000 you didn't know was coming to you? Two experts are here with two sets of ideas. It is time for Secret Stash. So today I am playing the role of this investor, a 40-year-old male, recently lost my job, want to start my own business. I own a house, and because of the circumstances, I have borrowed heavily from my 401k. So how's that for a scenario? We are going to ask our experts that very question. Michael Lee is here, founder and managing partner at Tiger Wealth Management. Lyons Cole here as well, personal finance contributor for TheStreet.com and a certified financial planner. So Lauren, no job. I want to start a business. What should I do?
You know, I think a lot of people find themselves in this situation. It sounds better to work for yourself than to go back out there and try to get a new job. But what I tell clients who want to do this is you need to have at least 1 year, up to 18 months of living expenses set aside in a savings account, not your 401k.
That's very realistic because sometimes you read posts that say 6 months and you're saying that's pretty light.
Right. Well, and that might be okay if you're just a lifelong employee. But if you want to start a business, you need to have extra cash on hand. So unfortunately, with that $20,000, I'm going to want him to leave it in the savings account if that's what he's doing.
Okay, leave it in the savings. Michael, your idea.
So this is a much more difficult situation than the last few we've covered. In this situation, you know, if he's looking to start a business and he owns a home, if he's got equity, he can probably get an SBA loan against that, you know, which is a very good starting point to get launched. That's why the organization exists. I would also say that if he's borrowing from his 401k, he needs to have sufficient cash to be able to service that loan. Otherwise, everything he's taken out is going to be taxable as ordinary income. And in addition to that, there's a 10% penalty. So not servicing that loan would be an unmitigated disaster.
Which is a great point to make, right, Lauren? I mean, if you take money out of your 401k, so not borrowing against, but if you actually take it out, you pay 50% right off the top in taxes, and then you have an additional penalty fee, right?
Yeah. Taking money out of your 401k is basically never advisable. I mean, obviously people get in situations where they need to do it, but especially if you want to start a business, you know, you've got to leave your equity in your home. You need a place to live. You've got to leave your money in your retirement account. You need a way to retire. So definitely he's got to make sure he can make those payments.
And borrowing against it, smart or not smart?
Well, it depends what you're doing it for. If you're borrowing against it and you're paying yourself back 5% interest versus 13 or 20% credit card debt, it's a great idea. If you're just doing it to go on vacation or to do something extraneous like buy a car, I would highly advise against it. And for this guy, I would have to say, unless he's got a significant amount of cash stored away for that rainy day fund, 6 months, a year, or longer, maybe you're going to want to put that in cash. If he does have that rainy day fund put away, I'm still positive on the equity markets, particularly the bank stocks, consumer discretionary. The big banks, money center banks, had the Fed raise rates, but only if all the other conditions are met.
So, Lauren, I heard you say you are advising a lot of clients on this. How many times, just kind of anecdotally, have you seen this situation?
I've actually seen this situation quite a bit. I have a lot of clients who fall into this exact same situation. And so I just think it's important to remember when you go back out there, don't put all of your attention into the business. Put some attention into developing your network, also looking at jobs. You know, there might be a lot of different ways this could pan out for this person.
As people usually say, pay yourself first. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you both. Michael Lee joining me there. Tiger Wealth Management. Lyons Cole, contributor for TheStreet.com.